Hello, drone pilot. Today is August 13th. My name is Codex. This is update on Myoka FPV. So yesterday's objective was to get the sandbox level flying over 100 FPS. And even though I did do it, it came through deleting buildings, which doesn't really count. So I spent the day working out, some of the math formulas in here. So I still haven't split the timing. But even still, this is the proper measure. This is a full level for the game. So this is the level that needs to run at 100 FPS. Not that sandbox level. That's easy. This needs to run at 100 FPS. And so currently, while recording, I'm getting less than 20 FPS. And if I wasn't recording, I'd probably be getting, between 30 and 50, which is not, very fun. And so I won't upload that to Steam under those conditions. Now the flight controller is going to be smooth regardless, because the flight controller runs on a different thread, which is why you need a modern PC. You can't use an old PC because there's not enough threads to run all the stuff in the background and also play the game, right? So with these newer PCs, what the game does is it allocates one of those threads for the physics of this game. So if you got 8, then it says, okay, well, one of them is for physics, and then, the rest is for the PC to use however it wants. And that's what makes stuff like this possible, like Call of Duty and stuff like that. All these games with, really cool physics, they make sure that those physics don't drain the regular, rendering of the game, graphics and stuff like that. All right, so even though it's flying at 25 frames per second, the flight controller still remains at 4,000 frames per second, right? And so, same as yesterday, the objective today is to ensure that this level flies at 100 frames per second, at which point I will upload it to Steam, and then my next objective will be to start getting NPCs in here. Right now, the cars drive around and they park and stuff, and there's more cars in here. They're like parked all over the place. And so right now, it's just cars. And so next, I'm gonna make sure the NPCs get in and out of the cars and like walk around, same as they would do in real life. When I go to this park in real life, they park the car, they get out with their dog, they walk for an hour, and they get in the car and they go back home. And so the NPCs are going to do exactly that. All right, so this is the update, August 13th. Get this level over 100 FPS before the end of the day. All right, thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later. Bye.